like recently I've been curious about like how low end gaming would be, or how low end gaming is in 2025, or basically how low end gaming feels. I wanted to remember how low end gaming feels because I had like a low to mid. It started off as a mid range phone and slowly over the years became a low end phone, and I had that for years. Then I upgraded to a much better phone, and I've been like living like the high life when it comes to gaming. Like sorta to remind myself like what it used to be like, or what it is like for other players. Because when I hear about like, oh, this game isn't optimized, blah blah blah, that usually doesn't apply to me because I have a nice phone now. But before that, I used to stress about things like, whoa, no, this new game's coming out. Will I even be able to play it or whatnot? So I decided to boot up Delta Force, which is a pretty new game, on a Galaxy A06, which is a pretty low end phone. And just to give you a comparison, I'm gonna put like a comparison up now between the low end phone and my current phone, and the difference is just like crazy. Like after I booted up Delta Force on my main phone, it was like, wow, everything looks so crispy. So the low end phone, we're currently playing at like smooth graphics with the lowest FPS just so I could get this recording out. That was a problem too because I couldn't get it to record. Every time I tried recording, the file would corrupt because I guess that's just how low spec it is. There's no built-in screen recorder on this phone. I guess because they know it wouldn't work. But yeah, the difference between like, and the high-end phone isn't even running on like max graphics. It's running on like exquisite, which is like upper mid-tier in terms of graphics, and still like it looks amazing. I can't imagine what the max graphics look like on this game. Honestly, I was pretty scared at this point because I also haven't played this map before. So initially when I do play without recording, it works relatively fine. I mean, yeah, like it looks pretty meh, and it does have frame drops, but like with the recording, the frame drops are much higher and it gets much hotter. But without the recording, it doesn't get hot at all. The game is definitely playable. It's just that you have to work harder, you have to work through the frame drops. Another problem is that the frame rate is inconsistent. Like having a consistent frame rate is really important because like it affects how you aim and whatever. So with like the frame rate jumping up and down a little bit, like it gets harder to aim. But if it's something you can get used to, that was a clean kill. Like yeah, it is still possible to do it in the game, but you'd obviously have to work harder than someone with like a better phone. Yeah, I just can't control the recoil because I've just not used to this phone. Also, my weapon is, what the fuck was that? Also, my weapon isn't like very leveled up. It's like level 10 in this video. See, look, it's not possible. That was smooth. I got those kills nice and clean. Nothing really wrong happened. Like that, we're doing decent. And then stuff like that happens right at 2 shots. And even with the graphics that's smooth, like if you don't like pay attention to the nitty gritty, like the super detailed bits, like if you don't look at it like with a super detailed eye, it doesn't actually look that bad. But of course, like when you start paying attention, you notice like everything. They are like taking the word smooth graphics very seriously. Everything does look smooth. And yeah, we're actually getting kills. We're doing decent. Also, with the smooth graphics, it's hard to see enemies in the distance because it's like pixelated. So in the distance, you just see like a few pixels moving around. It's hard to know what's an enemy, what's not. We're playing team deathmatch. When I tried recording an attack and a defend game mode, it was always corrupt halfway because that game mode is bigger. There's more players, there's more vehicles, more explosions. Also, FYI, this is my second channel. You can find my main channel in like the description of this channel. This is more like lazier content here, let's say. I don't want to call it lazy. Sometimes I just want to get thoughts out without like having to have like a video idea behind them. So this is that place. Also a reminder that like without you screen recording in the background, the frames are better. It does spike a little. There's less lag spikes. There are some. They still do happen, but they're significantly reduced. I'm playing on a Galaxy A06 4G. It's a pretty low end device, but the A07 came out with a much better processor and at the same price as the A06 was last year. So if you're thinking about buying an A06 or A07, like spending the extra money to buy an A07 or like getting like a cheaper A06, if you do game, the A07 is a much better option because like the difference in processor, like this one has a G85 versus the A07 having a G99, and the difference is almost double in terms of like gaming performance. And that doesn't mean like you'll go from like playing with these graphics to playing with like HD graphics at like 90 FPS. No, that's still not gonna happen, but it will be much better. I think frame spikes will disappear. The graphics, while also you playing on like a much better frame rate, keeping it stable with better graphics, but it still won't look like fucking crispy, as crispy as the other phone did just now. Like this. That scared me. I thought the game crashed. I lost my recording and everything. Every time the game spiked a huge amount, I thought my entire recording was screwed. Because this is like my 13th deathmatch game trying to record this. I gave up trying to record attack and defend because it recorded the first 5 minutes, and then the game would have a huge lag spike, and then I check the recording, it's corrupted. And I chose to play Delta Force because it's like one of the newer games to come out. So if your low-end phone can run this, I feel like it can run many other games. Apart from like a couple that are like super high. Of course you're not playing RIP Warzone Mobile or Grid Legends, but like if your phone runs this okay, like it is, then I think you should be fine. Like PUBG should be fine. PUBG is really old, but PUBG still runs surprisingly bad considering how old it is. Like you'd be fine playing Call of Duty Mobile. You'd be fine with probably Farlight 84 or any other game because Delta Force it's really well optimized, but it's still slightly on the higher end. So yeah, that's all I'm saying. My 2 pieces on this subject. Just getting my thoughts out. This is what this channel's about. Just like airing my thoughts out, posting a few more shorts here. And yeah, that's about it. See you later, alligator. Been a wild crocodile. I'm just gonna end the video now.